Hey there, my dearest Pisces. Happy birthday. My birthday is Saturday, the 2nd. Hopefully, you're all well, happy, wealthy, abundant. I want to start off by saying I'm going to be changing the way I do the mid months and the soul connection readings. I'm only going to take the top 5 most watched, liked, and commented on videos. Those signs will get the bonus readings in the middle of the month. I've been noticing that I'm not getting as much interaction, so I only want to give to the people that are willing to give to me just to save or conserve my own energy and give back to the ones that show up for me. So I'm going to do this every month, whoever, watches the most on the monthlies. But enough about that. Let's get into it. I'm going to start with the Mermaid Oracle because it's Pisces season. We're in the Shark Tank here. Hopefully you can relate to that. I always feel like we're either the shark or the prey, right? Big fish, little fish. That's Dr. Seuss. Me and Dr. Seuss share the same birthday. You should comment down below. Let me know what your birthday is so I can wish you a happy birthday. Okay, so we have visions, psychic images, clairvoyant seeing, and out-of-body travel. You can be very in tune with the ethereal this month. Mercury is also going into Pisces, so communication-wise, it's going to be in the softer sign, right? It's going to be in Pisces. So this could be a really good thing for Pisces, or it can be a really bad thing, depending, right? So let me get into the reading. It looks like your visions are going to be very clear. You could have some pretty crazy dreams. You could be astro traveling, out-of-body experience, that kind of thing this month. If you don't like the shuffling, you can fast forward a little bit. Let's see. This looks very similar to the Gemini reading. You could be dealing with the Gemini, or it could be because Gemini is associated with Mercury and Mercury is going into Pisces. I'm not sure how that is relevant, but you never know. Okay. So, overall energy, it looks like you're trying to create happiness in the moment. I think in the past you've been kind of stagnant, bored, discontent. Could have been a lot of healing going on. It looks like you're ready to go towards something, though. But your fears are keeping you trapped from moving towards this. I do see you moving in the future towards investing, but let me tell you, your main energy this month is the sun, so it could be very happy for you. It could be very enlightening. It could be very just bright compared to dark. The sun is the opposite to the moon, opposite to our sign, or what we are, because Pisces are the moon, right? And the sun and the moon are very polar opposites. So this could be a counterpart that the two of you are very different, but they're in your energy now, trying to shine light on maybe something. I've got the Magician crossing you, and that's basically saying like you have the power to be happy. You do. But you need to be aware of your fears, your thoughts. Now, like I said, the recent past, 4 cups, you were sitting in a place of apathy, not really doing much. Nothing was interesting you. There was something you were more focused on than what the Creator was trying to give to you, what God was trying to give to you. And you were just like, I just don't want that. I want this. I don't want that. And you just sat there, and it kept you kind of stagnant. Now, in the current energy, like I said, you've got the Ace of Wands in your thoughts. You're thinking about moving towards something. You're very passionate and fiery. This could also be somebody making a passionate offer towards you. And I say that because there's this Eight of Swords here. It's like, should I or shouldn't I? I don't know. Look at all these reasons why I shouldn't. Or look at all these things that are blocking me from doing it. The Eight of Swords. So you need to be very aware to get out of your brain, because that Eight of Swords can be very confusing. You could be stuck letting your fears run the show, which in turn keeps you stuck and stagnant. So it's like a battle between the head and the heart and the soul. So you need to get those into alignment. Now, in the near future, what you don't see coming is the Seven of Pentacles. And that's all about investing into something. I'm going to do some clarifiers and figure out what you're investing in. But I think you're going to be shown very clearly this month what it is that you need to do. Let's see what the sun is. What is the sun for my beautiful Pisces? Okay, something ended for sure. Okay, and this sun card is the phoenix, right? So it's something that was dead that rose from the ashes. And that's probably why this rebirth card was here. Something in the past made you very sad. Could have had a lot of conflict as well. Something didn't work out the way you thought it would. And that made you very upset. But you're like, okay, I'll move forward past the conflict. I'll leave it behind. You could be in the process of that this month. It's like leaving something behind, letting it be reborn. Either that or that's like a past energy that's saying why you're focused on this now. Like, let's say this is your counterpart, sun and moon. The sun is coming in to tell you why or some things like that, and you're like, what should I do? The Magician. I have the power to change it. Am I going to do it? Is this something I manifested back? Possibly. Could be different for each one of you. Either way, you're in control. The Magician is the one in control. Okay, let's see. Magician. Two of Cups. We'll come back here. Okay. Two of Cups, Seven of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Yes, this is a commitment or a connection. I'm not going to say commitment, but it's something that you hold very dearly. But you've kind of separated yourself from it and created some peace within yourself. And because you've done the healing, you've actually taken on this Magician, and that's why things are turning. And I feel like that's also possibly why this person is returning, trying to work things out, because maybe on their side as well, they've been doing the healing and growing as well. And that's what's creating this change. So don't be resistant against trying to give this another shot. I would just say to make sure that it's going to be able to give to you the way that you're able to give to it. And now let's see what this Eight of Swords is about. That's what I thought. Okay, so the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Judgment card, the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. I think the reason why you're fearful of this is because it's been very slow moving. It has been left behind. Maybe this person didn't never commit to you, didn't want to like advance into a relationship with you in the past. Maybe that's something you wanted and it got left behind, whether you were the one leaving it behind or they were. You made a judgment call over, well, this is just moving too slow. Like, I need something that's gonna pick me. I need something that's gonna Hierophant be something I can commit to. Because if not, Nine of Pentacles, I'm going to do me. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to do those projects. I'm going to do those things that I've always wanted to do. I'm going to take my focus off of when is this going to happen? When is this person going to get ready? When is this, it's more of like you took the focus back on self and started loving yourself. And because of that, it's bringing this commitment in. And so you're like, are they going to be ready to commit now? That's the fear. It's like, if I give this a chance, am I just setting myself up for a repeat of history? Because the Eight of Swords is like an entrapment, right? I don't want to go back to the cage. I don't want to go back to the fears. I don't want to be scared. I want to keep going. This is the kind of energy I'm getting, right? Now let's see the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, sorry. Okay, we got the Queen of Cups, the Sun, the Page of Pentacles, and the Magician. This is basically saying, like, yes, this is your counterpart, the Sun, the Moon. You had a lot of love for this, an overflowing amount of love for this, but they were showing up as a page. They weren't investing much. And so you took the power back into your own hands, but it left you in a place of, like, stillness, not happy. It's like your sun was taken away almost. But there's reasons why you had to sit still for a minute, so that way you can heal and realize, like, yes, I had a lot of love for it. Yes, it made me very happy. Yes, this is a divine counterpart, but they weren't investing into me like that. And so I'm going to take my power back, because I think you gave all your power away. So being the Four of Cups, the Four of Cups is not investing in anything so that it can restore that the cups that were spent on the other person or whatever. So that stillness is to help to recharge your cup or refill your cup, focus more on self. And you know, the Four of Cups is like an outside energy, like, this is not what I want, this is not what I want as far as love, right? So you may have separated yourself from giving love in the recent past because you overgave to something that wasn't giving back. So you had to refill that cup. Now let's see. Ace of Wands. What is this about? Ace of Wands, Star, Devil. This brings up a lot of fear within you. This could have been very toxic in the past. I feel that's why it's like, should I move or should I not? Because your fear, like, if this person were to come in and offer you this Ace of Wands, you're like, yes, this is everything that I wanted. But in the past, it was toxic. Or the fears from the past creep in and it's like, wait, hold up, you can't do this. Are you losing your mind? Are you being crazy right now? Like, it's your birthday. Like, you want to take this back? Are you sure? Are you sure? Is it what you wanted? You've healed from this. You want to go back and unheal? So I think it's a lot of, like, the fear is very strong. Like, I want to. I want to move towards this, but I don't know if it's really what's best at this time. Because you don't want to get drugged back into a situation to where you're disappointed again. Now, let's see what the Seven of Pentacles is about in the future. Okay. I got Knight of Cups, Lovers, and Five of Wands. This love is your, like you say, it's your love. Like, you're going to make the decision to move towards it. You're going to be like, okay, I'll give you a little bit of love. I think at one time you thought, well, I don't believe that this is coming back around. And you're like, I'll give a little bit. I'm not going to go full Queen of Cups anymore. I'm going to go Knight of, or Page of Cups. Yeah, I'm going to go Page of Cups on them. I'll fight for this. I'm willing, but they're going to have to fight for me too. I'm only going to invest as much as they invest into me. I think you've learned your lesson. Maybe maybe even what happened in the past is you gave so much love that it blinded this person. Maybe they were in a dark space and they didn't really know how to love. So they didn't know what they were doing. And you're like pouring love, pouring love, pouring love, pouring love, expecting the same in return. And they just weren't in the place to offer it. But I think you recognized it. Don't get me wrong. I think you're like, okay, well, you can't. Good. Fine. We'll move on. But it's still very fearful. So it could have been something that happened many of occasions, like you got your hopes up and then you got disappointed. And so I think this time you're being more strategic about it. You're like, I'll fight for this, but you're going to have to fight for me too. We're going to show up on the same level. If you can't give me a Queen of Cups, I'm not giving you a Queen of Cups. I'll give you a Knight or a Page until I see that you're truly going to invest and choose me with the Lovers card. I was going to say the Gemini card, but yeah, it is the Gemini card, the Lovers. You're like, okay, I'll give it one last shot, but the moment that I don't see that we're giving equally, it's going to be some conflict, because either I'm going to exit the building or we're going to death and rebirth it again, or just death it. So it looks positive. It's just be careful, stay on top of your fears, lean on your intuition more than anything. You two could share a very telepathic connection. So be careful of your thoughts and your fears and your mind. Stay more in your soul and your heart than anything. You could receive some dreams that help to guide you through this, or you could astral travel to each other or something. Visions. You could see visions of, like, I think that's kind of what this is saying, is like, I know this is what I'm supposed to do. And you're kind of resistant against it. Like, I don't know. I don't want to. The fears, the mind sinks in, the devil. Like, oh, I don't know. I'm scared. But you're like, okay, I'm trusting by faith that if I invest just a little bit, and I think maybe even you got a download that said, only give a little bit till you see if they can give a little bit. If they can give a little bit, give a little bit more. Can they give a little bit more? Okay. That type of thing. But I'm going to pull a couple oracles and then some charms, and we will be done. Looks like a beautiful birthday month, my dear Pisces. March is going to be good. And also a shout out to my February Pisces, the ones that have missed the March Babby birthday. Okay. Yeah. This causes you so much fear, because I've got the garden and the gate and all tied up. Something about this connection, just, you feel bound to it in some sense. Whether that be spiritually, telepathically, physically bound. And I think that's like where Spirit's giving you a choice. Like, you're always free to roam about the building. You're always free to roam about the country, but the choice is ultimately up to you. I think a lot of it has to do with your fears. Your fears could have kept you stagnant from doing anything. And this is about, like, releasing those ties, stepping outside of the gate, because it's like this girl is standing on the inside of this beautiful garden, and there's a gate here, and she's like, but if I leave it behind, this is all the happiness that I have. What if I walk through this gate and there's nothing else on the other side? And that could be what ties you up, is like, if I leave this person behind, am I going to find what it is I'm looking for? Because every time I go out, it seems like there's nothing there for me. And the one thing about it is, as long as you're bound to another, nothing else is ever going to appease you. So you're going to have to truly, if you're wanting to let this go, you're going to have to just let it go. And don't answer those call when it comes in, or don't answer the door, or whatever it is. It's time to, like, break free from the chains that bind, that type of thing. And that's not saying this isn't a good relationship. This is just saying, like, be careful that, you meet the person where they are, and don't just pour all your love and end up being depleted in the end. All right, some letter charms for you. We have the letter T, the letter A, the letter V, the letter S, and the letter L. And let's see. All right, so your charms are the death and rebirth, the jingle bells. Christmas can be important. And then I've got a longhorn, so you could be like the Longhorn fan. You could live in Texas or somewhere where they raise cattle. And then the dragonfly. So there's clarity being delivered. The dragonfly is a messenger of ascension and peace and lightheartedness. So I think it's going to be a very good month for you. I love you guys. And like I said, if you'd like to continue to see the readings, just make sure to like and comment. And I love you guys to the moon, stars, and Mars. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. My dear.